Search engines process billions of queries every day, but the way we find answers is shifting. With the rise of large language models, AI is now actively intercepting queries and synthesizing results directly on the search page. Billions of queries enter the search funnel, but 60% hit an AI barrier, resulting in zero external clicks. As this decoupling expands, click-through rates for firms relying on standard SEO have plummeted by 61%. This is compounded by dark AI. Even when an AI model cites a specific firm, the true lead source is often obscured. This leaves the firm blind to its traffic attribution, unable to see which efforts are actually driving interest. For any business that relies on direct client acquisition, fighting an algorithmic arms race is an unwinnable battle. When the platforms you rely on stop sending traffic, optimizing for a search engine becomes an existential threat. Historically, law firms relied on the charismatic rainmaker, a senior partner whose personal social capital kept the pipeline full. But individual charm doesn't scale, and as these figures retire, firms face a massive gap in their growth model. To bridge that gap, many firms adopted complex B2B sales frameworks, like the Miller-Heiman Blue Sheet. These work for securing massive corporate retainers, but they are structurally misaligned with consumer-facing practices. A client seeking immediate legal help doesn't use a procurement committee. They rely on emotional trust and pure validation. To survive the digital squeeze, firms are pivoting to the one-for-one growth equation. By engineering an environment where every current client refers exactly one new client annually, achieving this ratio creates 100% organic growth, completely independent of search engines. Moving to a search-independent model sounds ideal, but making it a reality requires identifying and dismantling three specific structural barriers that prevent clients from taking action. The first barrier is operational friction. Most referral drop-offs don't happen because a client is unhappy. They happen because the act of referring requires work, like drafting an email or looking up a contact number. Data shows a massive behavioral gap. While 83% of satisfied clients are willing to refer, only 29% actually do. This creates a 54% chasm where good intentions are lost to simple inconvenience. Firms close this gap by integrating loyalty software that delivers unique tap-to-share links directly to a client's phone. By sending these prompts at peak moments of relief, like the closing of a real estate deal, they make the referral a seamless part of the client's existing workflow. Client satisfaction is only the starting point. Without a frictionless digital pathway to execute a referral, that satisfaction never translates into growth. Of course, law firms can't just hand out cash for leads. Professional ethics rules, specifically ABA Rules 5.4 and 7.2b, strictly prohibit sharing fees or paying bounties for recommendations. For a lawyer, the stakes are higher than a lost marketing budget. Attempting a standard retail referral program could be seen as a quid pro quo, a violation that can cost them their license. The solution lies in the rule for nominal gifts as an expression of appreciation. By using an automated CRM, firms can track a referral but delay any response. This creates a clear distinction between a prohibited payment and permissible retrospective gratitude. The system dispatches a modest thank you gift weeks after a matter is closed. Because there is no advance promise and no transaction involved, it arrives as a genuine surprise, keeping the firm well within ethical boundaries. Ethics rules don't stop referral marketing. They just require a system that replaces transactional logic with delayed, automated appreciation. The final barrier is psychological. When a person recommends a lawyer, they are putting their own reputation on the line. Most people feel a sense of social risk, fearing that a referral might come across as self-interested or pushy. To lower this risk, firms use branching surveys to uncover the specific, hidden needs of their clients. They then package these solutions into double-sided rewards, high-value assets that benefit both the referrer and their friend. For example, a firm might find that clients signing prenuptial agreements are overwhelmed by wedding planning. Instead of a brochure, the firm gives them a mobile app listing vetted local photographers and florists. It's a regiftable asset with immediate utility. Corporate clients receive the same level of utility through specialized apps containing interactive regulatory guidelines. These give executives tap-to-open access to complex compliance frameworks right on their home screens. Removing the price tag and leading with utility changes the nature of the recommendation. The client isn't asking for a favor, they are offering a solution, providing their peers with a resource they can actually use. Because these assets are genuinely useful and carry no transactional stigma, they trigger a regifting phenomenon. Clients don't just hold on to these tools, they share them across their professional and personal networks. This activates a multiplier effect. When a client shares an asset with an extended network of 200 people, the firm's reach expands far beyond the initial one-to-one equation. If just 50 active ambassadors share that asset, the firm's expertise is put in front of 10,000 prospects who are already predisposed to trust the source. The result is a self-sustaining ecosystem. The firm is no longer fighting for a spot in a localized map pack or worrying about AI overviews. They have built a growth engine that operates entirely outside the volatile digital search landscape. The rise of generative AI doesn't mean marketing is dead. It just means the battlefield has moved. The ultimate defense against changing algorithms is using technology to scale the one thing an AI cannot replicate: validated human trust.